On a trip to Disneyland, Snow White, Woody, and Ariel were curious about the height of the Ferris wheel. From a given point on the ground, they find the angle of elevation to the top of the Ferris wheel is 49.6 degrees. They then move back 65 feet. From the second point, the angle of elevation to the top of the Ferris wheel is 29.7. They want to find the height of the Ferris wheel while stepping back. Alright, so visually this is how it would look. This would be the Ferris wheel, this would be the height, what we're looking for. This would be the unknown, so we would leave it as x. The angle of elevation right here would be 49.6. And if we step back 65 feet, to reach 65 feet, it'd be 29.7. So we started here, we would end here. And basically we're trying to find the height. So if we drew the blue triangle by itself, it'd look something like this. The angle of elevation would be 49.6. It'd be a right triangle. This would be the adjacent, the height, the opposite. This would be the hypotenuse. So then we plug in tangent of 49.6 because that's the angle of elevation equals h over x, and h would be the height, x would be the unknown obviously. And then we put tangent 49.6 over 1. So the height would equal tangent of 49.6 times x. And if we got the bigger triangle, which would be the black triangle, it would look something like this. It'd be the height, x plus 65 because we're 65 feet back. This would be the angle of elevation, 49.7 would be a right triangle. Again, this would be the hypotenuse. So we plug in tangent of 29.7 because that's the angle of elevation again. And then this would equal to the height over x plus 65. And we would put it over 1 so we could cross multiply. And we would end up with h equals tangent of 29.7 degrees multiplied by x plus 65. And a little side note, why we use tangent is because on the opposite side we have the height, we have a variable, and then for the adjacent we have x and 65, so we have something for both, and we don't have anything for hypotenuse. So while we use SOHCAHTOA, the h cancels out, so we can't use sine or cosine, so we're left with tangent. So that's why we use tangent. Okay, and then what they did was they put the blue triangle equal to the black triangle. They separated x plus 65 on the right side, and then they subtracted tangent of 29.7 x on both sides. These canceled out, so then they rewrote it. They brought down the 65 and tangent of 29.7, and they put x with the brackets, and then they subtracted the bracket basically, so it cancels out, and then they were left with x equals 65 tangent of 29.7 and over tangent of 49.6 minus tangent of 29.7, and that gave them x equals 32.072 over 0.605, and x is finally equal to 61.28 degrees. And then to find the height, they multiply tangent of 49.6 multiplied by x, which is 61.28, and the height is 72 feet.